The Blue Jays just got some incredible news that nobody saw coming, and it might be exactly what Toronto needs heading into 2026. Stay with me on this one, because what just happened could completely shift how we view this team's chances. Let's be real for a minute. This offseason has been an absolute disaster for Blue Jays fans. You lose Bo Bichette to the Mets in free agency. Okay, that was expected, it hurts, but you move on. Then you go hard after Kyle Tucker, thinking you're about to land one of the game's elite outfielders, and he picks the Dodgers instead. That's the kind of rejection that makes you question everything about your offseason strategy. The front office brought in Dylan Cease and Kazuma Okamoto, which are decent moves, but let's not pretend those signings replaced what walked out the door. Since Tucker chose LA, the Blue Jays have done basically nothing. They're apparently fine rolling into spring training with what they've got, which has a lot of fans wondering if management has just given up on building around a team that was one game away from a championship. But here's where it gets interesting. George Springer just landed at number 47 on the 2026 Top 100 Right Now list, and he wasn't even on this list last season. For a 36-year-old to crack this ranking isn't some feel-good story or nostalgia pick. This is based on legitimate production and expectations for the upcoming season. Let me put some numbers in front of you, because this is where Springer's 2025 season gets wild. He hit 309 with a 399 on-base percentage and a 166 WRC+. Those aren't just good numbers for a veteran. Those are elite numbers for anyone. He crushed 32 home runs, drove in 84 runs, and posted a slash line of 309, 399, 560. By Statcast's run value metric, Springer was the fifth most valuable hitter in all of Major League Baseball. The fifth most valuable hitter in baseball. Let that sink in for a second. While everyone was focused on the younger stars and the big free agent signings, this 36-year-old outfielder quietly put together one of the best offensive seasons in the entire league. He finished 7th in AL MVP voting, and honestly, that might have been too low considering his production. What makes this even more remarkable is where Springer was just 2 years ago. In 2024, he hit .220 with 19 home runs and 56 RBI. That's the kind of season that has people writing you off, especially when you're in your mid-30s. But instead of declining further like most aging players do, Springer came back and had the best season of his 12-year career in multiple categories. So here's what this means for Toronto. They're not making the big splashes in free agency that fans wanted. They're not replacing Tucker with another superstar. What they're doing is betting on guys like Springer to repeat what they did last season. And you know what? Maybe that's not the worst strategy. The Blue Jays still have the core that pushed the Dodgers to 7 games. They've got Springer performing at an MVP caliber level. They added Cease to strengthen the rotation and Okamoto to help fill the infield gap. Is it the aggressive approach everyone wanted? No. But is there enough talent here to compete? Absolutely. The question isn't whether Toronto can make noise in 2026. The question is whether Springer can maintain this level of production and whether the supporting cast steps up around him. If Springer keeps swinging like he did last season, this team has a legitimate shot at making another deep playoff run, even without the blockbuster moves everyone expected.